Now this video for this where I help you build video muscle. You have a smartphone and you've been wanting to use it to make videos, maybe for YouTube or to grow your marketing or video marketing, but you just don't know how to get started. Well, keep it right here because I'm going to share some awesome tips with you to get started with your smartphone. So first of all, if you have an iPhone, I don't care what model iPhone. I don't have a new iPhone. I'm not a new iPhone user, but I've been using my iPhone for years, ever since the iPhone 3GS, I think, was the first iPhone model that shot video to create videos. And the first thing I wondered was, how do I hold the camera, right? Because you can shoot cameras vertically, right? Or horizontally. And I wondered when I first got my iPhone, how do I hold my camera? This applies to you whether you have an iPhone or Android. I want you to think about your television to answer that question. What does your television look like? How does your television situate or oriented on your wall or on your mantle or whatever? Is it like this or is it like this? All right, so that's a hint how you should hold your iPhone. For the majority of your videos, you should really hold your iPhone horizontally, especially if you're going to edit your videos, upload them to YouTube, etc. Now, there are a couple exceptions for that. If you're using your videos for Snapchat, which are basically like Instagram stories, right? The format is vertical. Also, you can hold your phone vertically for Facebook. If you're going live on Facebook from your phone, you can also hold your phone vertically. But on Facebook, you can also hold your phone horizontally. So it's up to your discretion. So my first tip for you is know how you're going to use your video before you shoot it. If you're going to upload or create a video for YouTube, it's best to hold it horizontally. That way the video will fill the frame. But if you're doing it for IG or IG stories, hold it vertically. That's my first tip for you. Next, I'm going to get into some audio techniques. So a lot of folks are like, I want to use a microphone, but what microphone do I use? I always suggest you use a microphone. I'm using a microphone right now. If I switch the camera angles, you should be able to see. This is my microphone that I'm using right now. It's capturing my audio. Check. You should always use a microphone. When you're shooting video, there are 4 basic things you need to use. Well, 3 basically. You need a light, you need a camera, you need a tripod, and you need light. So that's 4 things. Depending on if you're shooting indoors or outdoors, though, especially if you're shooting outdoors, you can just use the sun. But you need those 4 things at a minimum to create videos. So what can you use for a microphone for your iPhone? Well, I like to use the Rode Smart Lav, which is a mobile microphone. It's a lavalier microphone. Lavalier microphones are clip-on lapel mics. This lavalier works really well. I really like this lapel mic. You can see it's pretty small. It's inconspicuous. It just clips on, somewhere on your shirt like this. Now the thing is, if you're an iOS user, you might remember or you might notice that your phone has no audio input. It doesn't really have an audio jack. It just has that little slot here, right? It just has that little lightning port jack. It's USB-C. So if you still have your box, you might not have noticed there's a little adapter in your iPhone box, all right? This is an adapter that will go from a 1/8 jack to USB-C or the lightning port. So make sure you would plug the microphone in here and then you would plug that into your camera or your phone, clip on the lapel mic, bam, and then you'd be good to go. All right, it's just a quick tip for microphones. Now, what if you don't have a mobile mic? What if you haven't invested in a mobile mic? The Rode Smart Lav costs about $70. Well, then I suggest you use your earbuds. And so you might not have thought about it, but your earbuds actually have a microphone, right? Because when you're wearing your earbuds, you can talk to a person, right? You can have a conversation. They can hear you with your earbuds. So what I like to do is this little area right here is actually the microphone for the earbuds, believe it or not. So what I'll do is I'll once again plug my earbuds in. And these are the regular earbuds with the regular jack. So I'll use my adapter for these ones. But if you use the ones that came with your phone, they shouldn't have the adapter at all. They should already be made like this. Plug your earbuds into your phone, and bam, you can record your video and you'll notice a difference in the audio. All right, so those are just 2 quick tips when you're shooting video with your iPhone. Now, I suggest, especially if you're doing like vlogs, like content like this, that you use a tripod. But how you use a tripod with a camera or the mobile device, because tripods naturally don't have a way to attach the smartphone, right? This is a little table tripod that I use. I know it's out of frame, but let me switch the angles here. All right, so there it is right there. So that's the tripod right here. So how do you connect this tripod, right? It has a little screw at the top. How do you connect that to your phone? Well, you do that with a adapter. It's a smartphone adapter, and this is the one that I like. Works pretty well. Has a little. It's able to stretch up so it can hold larger phones like Android phones. You just screw this in. If I can do it. Can't do it. There you go. You just screw that in like that. And then you connect your phone. And then you set this up accordingly. And you need to use the front-facing camera, or you can use the rear-facing camera. It just depends. And then you can record your video, right? And this works really well. You can see it's sort of set up here. I can even give you an example here since you can see it. Let me unlock my phone here. There we go. All right. I don't know if you can see the shot. You can kind of sort of see it, right? The next question is, where do you look? Because folks are always like, where do I look with my smartphone? I don't know where I look. Well, the secret is you got to look into the lens. Let me take these earbuds out because I don't need these anymore. All right, so just trace your finger along the edge of your smartphone, and whenever your finger covers the lens, that's actually where you can look. There's a little pinhole lens on a selfie camera. So I suggest you just trace your finger along the edge so you see that, and then look in that general direction, because a lot of folks will actually stare at themselves when they're recording their video, and that looks okay, but you always want to make sure you're making eye contact. Like, what if I was looking at my screen? I was just like making this whole video looking at the screen of my computer because I want to see myself talk. Not only is it kind of narcissistic, but it doesn't create that good connection, because you want to maintain eye contact with the camera, with the audience at the other side. So it's the same thing with your smartphone, right? Whether you're using a selfie video, make sure you're looking right into that lens when you're recording, all right? And make sure you're maintaining eye contact. That's the best way to record a video, is to maintain eye contact. So always make sure you're looking at the lens. Now, if you're using the rear-facing camera, it's kind of the same way. You might need to do some more tests, but the lens is right here. Make sure you're looking right there. And then when it comes to shooting B-roll, use something called the rule of thirds. I suggest maybe you look it up, but the rule of thirds is just a composition rule, and I'll basically use this camera as an example. So the rule of thirds is you want to frame your subject in a third of the frame. So if imagine this was a tic-tac-toe board, all right? My head and my forehead is in the upper third of the frame. There's a little bit of area underneath where you'll put a lower third of a title if you wanted to title the video. And so, yes, I'm looking at the screen now so I can explain it to you as I'm talking. But use the rule of thirds. So this camera here is in that third of the frame. That's also in a third of the frame. But it really will make your shot look a lot more balanced and look good if you're doing that, all right? So let me share another tip with you. If you're shooting handheld, though, if you're shooting handheld, what I suggest you do is sort of hold your elbows into your body. And that will allow you to hold the shot as still as possible, because you want to minimize the shake as you're shooting your B-roll or footage. And count 10 seconds. Unless you're doing an interview, if you're just shooting B-roll, count 10 seconds to shoot B-roll. If you're going to edit your video, count 10 seconds and shoot 10 seconds of each scene, wide, medium, and tight. You want to get a variety of angles so that you edit, all right? Just some simple B-roll tactics. But yeah, just hold your elbows in tight. If you're shooting with a tripod, it's not so much important because the tripod is going to naturally be still. But you want to shoot 10 seconds of still, well-framed footage, especially if you're going to edit your video. All right, so those are just a few tips to get you started shooting with your iPhone. You can also edit with your iPhone. I have another tutorial that I've either uploaded or I will upload on how to edit with iMovie, which is a mobile app. It's how to edit video on your mobile device, which who doesn't want to do that, right? Who wants to transfer footage to their computer to start editing? It's a real awesome, quick way to get videos done. By the way, if this was helpful, please subscribe to this channel. I share tutorials to help you make awesome videos on a budget. I also share confidence building techniques. If you're a coach, if you're a fempreneur, if you're a business owner, if you're a course builder, you might have some challenges, right? If you're introverted, camera shy, any of those things, I have a free ebook if you'd like to download it. It's in the description below. Go ahead and check the description for my ebook. It's 6 Video Confidence Secrets. Also, links to all the gear is also in the description below. Start making videos, though. There's no excuse. Your smartphone is a great camera. Some folks are like, I don't want to wait till I get an official camera. Your iPhone is an official camera. It shoots in HD. If you have anything higher than an iPhone 8 or 9 or X or whatever, it shoots awesome videos. So start using it. All right, Amani Channel. Hopefully this was helpful. Get video fearless. Peace.